Hey there. Tired? How about a coffee? Relax. Relax. Pom Pom and I are here to take care of the train. The Express and I are like old friends. We've helped each other a lot. I fixed it so that it could get back to its original route. And in return, it takes me to unknown frontiers. As far as malfunctions on the train are concerned, I've usually dealt with them before you guys even realize anything's amiss. I'm speculating, but I think the Express departs from Akivilli's homeworld and returns there before I'm speculating, but I think the Express departs from Akivilli's homeworld and returns there before starting the journey anew. So the Express doesn't have a final stop per se. It's up to you where you disembark. I have a knack for blending different coffee beans. Can I make you a cup? I recommend not adding milk. Black coffee is proper coffee. Seems like only Don Hung has a kind word for my coffee. What do you think? Well, I've always thought that bitter is better. When people live together, it seems like nobody ever changes. Only when they're away from each other for a long time do surprising transformations occur. When we scour the universe for the things we seek, most of the time it's less of a "Eureka, I found it" moment and more of a "Is this it? What if I'm wrong" moment. If I woke up on the Express without any memories, there's no way I'd recover as quickly as March has. I admire her for that, but I also worry about her. If I'm ever too busy, please do take the time to chat with her. Don Hung is the cautious type. I think he's gotten used to doing things by himself. He doesn't like to bother or inconvenience others. That's why I asked him to be the train's guard and maintain the databank. I don't think he'd have joined us if there wasn't anything for him to do. I think Weld's anxious that he can't keep up with you youngsters. But he sure seems young at heart to me. To Pom Pom, I'll always be the train's mechanic.
Hello. Welcome aboard the Astral Express. My name is March 7th. I'm one of the passengers. We'll be working together. First, we need to take your induction photo. Did that scare you? Just a joke. You're just in time. We haven't taken our selfie today. I'm gonna get some rest after I've sorted these photos. Don't stay up all night playing video games again. I came up with my name myself, but some people just call me March. Which do you prefer? Maybe my past isn't behind me, but in front of me. That's why I'm gonna keep going forward, one stop at a time. Train or no train. Juice. If I say the word, I get a craving. If I get a craving, I want to drink some. And if I drink some... I can't stop. Of course, photos aren't reality, but if you have enough of them, doesn't reality come a little closer? Taking pictures, writing in my diary. What else is there to say? I get really bored when no one's talking to me. When we're on the Express, Himeko and Mr. Yang are pretty busy, but Don Hung's usually free. He doesn't like chatting, though. Every time I'm done sorting my album and look out the window, I always want to take another picture. Even though I've seen the view 1,000 times, I still feel happy looking at the stars like this. No matter how disgusting the dish, you gotta summon your trailblazing spirit and face it. Not gonna lie though, jellied eels and Himeko's coffee are pretty tough to stomach. Don Hung got on the train before me. He never mentioned his past. If you get the chance, why don't you ask him about it? Beautiful Himeko. She's sensible, reliable, and elegant. It's great to have her as the navigator. When I'm grown up, I'm gonna be just like her. I like the now me too, though. I heard Mr. Yang was once the leader of a secret organization and saved a whole planet. Not to mention he's been a teacher and even a storyboard artist. He must be an alien or something. The conductor is the best!
I should reintroduce myself. My name is Dan Hung. I'm the guard on the Express. I also administer the train's databank. I updated the databank entries today, if you wanted to look anything up. Time to turn in already? Thanks for the reminder. It's easy to lose track of time in the archives. Before you know it, a whole day has gone by. See you tomorrow. I come from an alliance, and was born on a grand and beautiful ship that I barely had the chance to see. I can never return. At that time, I had nowhere to go but the Express. Cloudpiercer is always with me, for my safety and the safety of everyone else. It's not really a hobby, but I used to read a lot. If you're not there to look something up, then please don't enter the archives. It's not a place for chit-chat. As vast as the universe is, it cannot change its past. Once there are sufficient records in the databank, the flow of individuals will link together seemingly independent events. March's weakness is that she likes to get involved in other people's business. Perhaps that's also her strength. If you have questions about the Express, Himeko can give you the best answer. Mr. Yang is a very compassionate person, but thankfully, he doesn't pry. My intuition tells me that it would be unwise to provoke the conductor.
My name is Ting Yoon, the ambassador for the Lawfu Skyfaring Commission Merchant Guild. Please, look after me from now on, benefactor. Where are you going? Please, take me with you. The time is late, and even my tail is falling down. My apologies. I will be excusing myself. Bedtime tail care is a must. First, you need a comb that's made of boxwood, then apply some sweet ointment to the root of the tail and wrap it in pale cloud silk and go to sleep. That way my tail will be all so soft and fluffy tomorrow. See? This bracelet isn't anything old, but the jade was so green and pure that I commissioned a craftsman to make it. If you ask me, it's harder to find something for myself than for my shop. Not only does it have to be good, but it also has to strike my fancy. Peace is the best for business. It's best to work with persuadable people. For those who are less persuadable, cooling them down with a fan works wonders. Every time I head out, I leave a letter behind and lock it in the drawers of my shop. If I come back, then I'll burn it later. If I don't, then it'll be something for others to remember me by. If I have time, I head over to the Sleepless Earl when it's late. If I want company, then I chat with the patrons there. If I want leisure, then I watch people drink tea and toss dice in order to practice reading people. It is quite fun. The Skyfaring Commission are all very gallant. Though I admire them, I really can't imitate them. I'm a lot better at embellishing words and talking up a storm. The purchase price of Sky Amber doubled to support the Lord of the Preservation. However, it is up to the corporation's fancy whether this becomes good or bad fortune for worlds rich in ores. Most of the life forms I have seen with the Whistling Flames have an origin and a reason. The creatures that cannot be communicated with are the most terrifying, as it means they do not conquer using language. This bracelet isn't anything old, but the jade was so green and pure that I commissioned a craftsman to make it. If you ask me, it's harder to find something for myself than for my shop. Not only does it have to be good, but it also has to strike my fancy. The General is a true master of maximizing returns for minimal effort. I cannot match him on that front. Whether it's driving star skiffs or leading the Skyfaring Commission, Madame Yukong is always present in the Xianzhou's course. I'm still lacking in my skills as a helmswoman. I once gifted him some items I deemed rare, and that child respectfully thanked me and accepted them. Then, I saw him excitedly selecting swords in the Artisanship Commission. Children are clever little creatures. A businessman from beyond the sky, and he's not on the Whistling Flames' records. Weird. Why can't I remember him? Sushang is very kind and comes to my shop every day to ask, "Is business difficult? I'll help you. Did anyone smash your shop? I'll help you." Lady Bai Lu has small hands but is very skilled. I have to go lie down and have a massage with her every time I return to the Luofu. I just thought she was a frequent customer of the games parlor, but recently I heard she is a diviner from the Divination Commission. Aren't they always busy over there? How can she have the time for a games parlor? The Master Diviner has a harsh tone, but she speaks sense. To be completely honest, her lectures are quite memorable. Nowadays, Meng Ming manages everything in and out of the tea house. People say Foxians are born to do business, but things are always easier said than done. My name is Ting Yun.
I'll be entering any new information we encounter on future journeys, so drop by any time to check it out. We also have a shortcut on the terminal device. You know, I'm not a... I have matters to attend to. Feel free. So, if you're heading next door, keep it down. So, keep it down.
Ahem! Hi! Hello! Attention all passengers! Attention all passengers! The Express is about to conduct a warp jump. All passengers, please gather at the main hall.
What's wrong? You look like you were about to say something. Oh, I think I know what you're going to ask. You've come to the right person. Ooh, you want to know more about the Express? I'm glad. After all, it's an important companion of ours. The Astral Express was a tool created by Akivili the Trailblaze, who used it to transport themselves and the Nameless across the galaxy. It is rumored that there are other vehicles like it, but the Express has no such records. When I found the Express, its memory had been severely damaged, with much of its valuable information lost. All I know is that the Express is an aspect of creation built by Akivili themselves and used to travel the cosmos. As for how it was built and how it was damaged, I do not have an answer. The Express is traveling on a route that the Trailblaze once embarked on. The names of some destinations have been lost, but the first and final stops were both at Pagana, Akuvili's homeworld. We speculate the Astral Express started its journey from Pagana, stopping at each destination along the way before returning there for its next journey. However, the appearance of the Stellaron has caused a delay at each stop. There's a legend in the galaxy. The heart of Akuvili themselves lies in the core of the Astral Express, providing it with the power to travel between worlds. But I found no evidence of that aboard the Express. Besides, the Express existed before the Trailblaze fell. There's no way they could have had two hearts, right? However, it is likely that the Express possesses some sort of mechanism to transfer power from the Trailblaze. It wouldn't be possible with a normal Pathstrider. The fallen Eon, deceased Trailblaze. Their passing is still a mystery, but of all the known Eons, Akuvili was the closest to mankind. In the databank aboard the Express, it is recorded that they walked among the mortals, adventuring, fighting, and celebrating with them. Although they were an Eon restrained by the Prima Mobile, Akuvili enjoyed a freedom similar to us mortals. They were different from most. But their passing came so suddenly that it was thought they were killed by another Eon. I don't believe that to be the case. The galaxy is endlessly vast. I wouldn't know where to begin, especially when you ask me like that so suddenly. I've been to many different worlds, yet I still know very little about the galaxy, simply because it's too vast. As for its nature, there are a few theories that I can share with you. The most popular is probably the Cosmos Tree theory, proposed by Xandar, emanator of erudition and the first member of the Genius Society. He compared the galaxy to an enormous imaginary tree, with its leaves being individual universes. Therefore, only eons who draw their energy from the imaginary and emanators who are blessed by eons can travel through the spaces filled with imaginary energy. That's why planets where civilizations exist are so similar. However, the theory has its flaws. Elias Salas, the 56th member of the Genius Society, invented remote detection, disproving that the imaginary is unique. This shook the foundation of the Cosmos Tree theory. There are other theories as well. The stretching theory, the heat torch theory, and the parallel imaging theory. The Riddlers claim the galaxy is just a dream, and IX's followers seem to like that claim. Compared to the eons, the factions are much easier to understand. Mortals with the same objective gather together to practice their understanding of eons and paths. Many eons are unreachable, but the factions are close to us. After Akuvili trailblazed across the galaxy, people became aware of the existence of other worlds. Gradually, more people started trying to use the power of the eons to travel between worlds. The Interastral Peace Corporation is a good example. They worship Klapoth, the Eon of Preservation, but somehow became the largest economic entity in the galaxy. Another example is the Genius Society. There are no shortages of eccentrics like Madame Herda who dedicate themselves to scientific research under the protection of the erudition. These factions possess the same power as us to voyage between worlds. It would be hard to travel through the galaxy without them. Eons are the most mysterious beings in the galaxy. All we know is that they ascended from the form of intelligent beings. As for the how and why, even the geniuses over at the Genius Society haven't the slightest clue. Upon ascending to eonhood, that being gains power over the paths, free to choose the allocation of imaginary energy however they wish, while suffering the restrictions of the primum mobile. The Eon of Destruction seeks only to destroy the universe, while the Eon of Erudition wants to find the answer for all that exists. Meanwhile, the Eon of Preservation continues to forge walls, and the Eon of Enigmata devotes itself to obscuring all that is known. A cloud of mystery shrouds the Eons. I heard Madame Herta recruited a team to try and solve the mysteries about them. The birth of an eon gives rise to a path. The nature of the paths remains a mystery, leaving us to draw an analogy in a way that mortals can understand. It's a philosophical concept of sorts. A person is considered to be on a path when their will overlaps with that path. If the person has a strong enough will, they can draw power from that path. Those who can do so are called pathstriders. Pathstriders possess extraordinary power, but are still insignificant compared to the eons, like a drop of water in a vast ocean. Sometimes eons will bestow a mortal with their power, making them an emanator of that eon. I should mention that once a path is open, it cannot be closed, even with the fall of its eon. That is how we are still able to travel across the stars, despite Akivili's passing. Trailblaze is our mission, and the source of strength. Trailblaze is our mission, and the source of strength that powers the Express. Explore the unknown world to continue our journey ahead. Understand the local culture and immerse ourselves within it. Establish a connection with the new world, rejoice with it, and share in its fears. Connect worlds together, carving an endless path.
There you are! Wait, this is your first trip! So that should be double the excitement, right? You're just like Mr. Yang, always worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. Young people should be energetic. Here, let's do some relaxation exercises. The first step is to grab a hold of the root cause of your anxiety. Well, it is a little abstract, but basically you just need to pinpoint what's bothering you. The second step is to focus all your anxiety on that point. This is science! Don't get distracted. Focus. Now for step 3. Yank out that anxiety and cast it away with all your might. That doesn't mean it won't work. The best method for relieving anxiety is the one that works, right?
This is your first time experiencing the warp jump, so a little discomfort is unavoidable. If you're really anxious about it, I can stay here and have a chat with you. About everyone on the Express? Who would you like to know about? She's the owner of the Express. We joke around calling Pom Pom the conductor, but everyone knows Himiko is the boss. It all started with her encounter with the Astral Express, and they haven't been apart since then. She's extremely passionate, like a burning sun. However, she remains mysterious most of the time. Once in a while, you feel that she's burning herself out, trying to accomplish her dream. Only someone like her is worthy of the Astral Express. I think Himiko's vision of her whole life revolves around a very important dream. To be honest, I don't know when Pom Pom appeared. I think it was before I came to the Express. No, wait, maybe it was after. Pom Pom is like the spirit of the Astral Express. Whenever anyone on the Express needs help, they will appear immediately. It would be ill-advised to underestimate them. Pom Pom is terrifying when they get angry. Yes, it's terrifying. Dan Hung is a lonely child. He may appear distant and cold, but his heart is kind. Perhaps he's the way he is today because he spent so much time on the run. Sometimes he reminds me of myself when I was young. He used to work at the Xianzhou. We don't know what he's running from. He once told me that he didn't know either. All he knew was that something was chasing him and that he had to run. So he boarded the ship of a troupe called the Morning Actors and escaped the IPC. After a while, he made his way to the Express, and he's stayed here longer than anywhere else. Don't worry. No matter who or what wants to hurt Dan Hung, we won't let them. Those who dare attack members of the Astral Express should be prepared to suffer the wrath of me and Himiko. Did Himiko tell you about March 7th? She was trapped in ice, floating through space. We happened upon her and rescued her. It was a unique type of ice known as six-phased ice, a substance that adheres to imaginary law, meaning that external forces cannot change its form. Whoever sealed her inside the six-phased ice, no matter who it is, did so either to protect her or banish her. I believe she had been floating through space for some time. It's impossible to trace the origins of this phenomenon. When it's observed by humans, or should I say, once it begins to affect the physical world, it's already too late to reverse. It's like a sudden storm that appears on a calm ocean. This phenomenon causes the smooth journey through the expanse to be filled with dangers. The mechanism whereby this mutation and corrosion spreads is the stellarons. It promulgated rapidly, like cancer cells, so the International Peace Corporation named it the Cancer of All Worlds. They are the army ruled by the Eon of Destruction, Nanook. As Nanook's followers, they stand against all life and civilization and execute the will of destruction, disseminating chaos and calamity. Their actions cannot be explained by reason, because their only motivation and purpose is to destroy. Fragmentums are a phenomenon of corrosion. The mainstream school of thought is that stellarons catalyzed the appearance of fragmentums. All matter and space that comes into contact with the fragmentum will be turned into fragmentum creations. However, you don't have to feel too burdened. At the very least, the current state of the Stellaron in your body is very stable and will not cause distortion to the outside. This is your first time experiencing the warp jump, so a little discomfort is unavoidable. If you're really anxious about it, I can stay here and have a chat with you.
It took long enough. But at least everyone's here now. He won't be here, so just leave him be. Oh yeah, take these. A tiny bonus from the conductor to the passenger. Think of it as an investment in your future growth. Okay, everyone, hurry up and find a place to sit down. Try not to be like March, always running around the express like a headless chicken. Pom-Pom's going to start the final preparations for the jump.